has urged his political allies to use his administration's achievements as their campaign message in the upcoming FCT Area Council election rather than resorting to rigging. Speaking at the commissioning of the newly completed Idu Zuba Road, part of activities marking President Bola Tinubu's second year in office, Wike emphasized that the performance of his government is enough to win votes. The project was commissioned by Deputy Senate President Baru Jibrim, who represented the president. For those running in the area council elections, our work speaks for us, Wike said. The roads, schools, and terminals we've built are the evidence. That's the real rigging performance. He said opposition parties have little to campaign on, while his allies should confidently showcase completed projects as proof of delivery to the people. I mean, it was what they say in Nigeria, evidence, there's evidence. What are your thoughts on this report?
Yes, this is a very interesting story because, you know, the primary duty of governance, it's about provision of welfare, security, and basic amenities. And FCT, looking at the various ministries in the federation, Federal Capital Territory Ministry is incomparable. That ministry is far, far above rating in performance. No ministry, you cannot point any ministry in Nigeria today or any minister in Nigeria today who have even performed close to half of what the FCT minister have done in Abuja. The man have done, in fact, using the word marvelous is not enough to what he has achieved so far within 2 years of its administration. Abuja has turned to something else. Abuja have really, you know, become or is wearing the proper look of a federal capital territory. The roads are massive. The water facility, we saw what happened a few days ago when it was launched. The provision of water facility, it's now, I mean, water scarcity is a thing of past to the local people of Abuja. So the roads are massive. Other infrastructure, in fact, you can't even name all. So the FCT minister have done marvelously well. Like he posited that his allies doesn't need to campaign much, that they don't even need to indulge in rigging, that the proof, the evidence on ground, which is the availability of the projects, concluded, the schools, the hospitals, the evidence is there. So that is the rigging itself. So the evidence will rig the election automatically for them. He was just speaking in riddles anyway, trying to make us understand that he has performed, and he's encouraging his allies, his friends, to use those projects as a yardstick to campaigning, because other political parties, what would they use? That's the question he asked.
Of course, don't you think the other political parties would have a memo as regards what they intend to do?
Yes, no doubt. Other political parties will reel out to the FCT residents what they also intend to achieve if given opportunity to serve at that local level. But the truth is, you know the Nigerian factor. It's all about what we see, what the political parties have done. And believe me, the residents of the Abuja Capital Territory is happy with what the present administration have done so far. So it will be difficult for any other political party to win there. Though you will not rule out people winning from different political parties. Like the FCT minister said, he wasn't particular of a political party. He only said his allies and his friends. And you know, his friends cut across the various political parties. His friendship, his tentacles cut across. You see him delivering people from other political parties. So that's why he has said his friends and allies, they don't need to campaign much. They should rely on the projects he has done.
When he says his friends and allies should rely on campaigning with projects he has done, I want to bring your attention to something a little bit here. Because you did this, right, and you're an ally of Mr. A, does that mean that whatever thought pattern, whatever ideas, whatever ideology that person had is now transferred to you in being an ally, which in turn makes you, for example, let's say you're contesting for something, demand my vote because you're a friend of Mr. A that has done good projects.
No, I don't subscribe to that.
Okay.
The idea is simple. You know, politics is all about numbers. Mm-hmm. It's all about who are you following in Nigeria. See, it's high time in Nigeria we started looking at these things the way they are without trying to sugarcoat them. The man has wider support in this country. You can't rule out that. You can't rule out the fact that the FCT minister does not have very wide range of support. His support cut across the 36 states of Nigeria, and including the FCT. And he is both telling you that, look, as my friends and allies, you don't need to indulge in rigging. Just tell the opposing party what our party have done or what my relationship with you can do. See, if I am the leader of a political party, for example, don't forget I have people who supports me, people who believe in my ideas, people whom if I come out to say, guys, from indication, let us move here. Let us support candidate A and B. Believe me, that's exactly what will play. And what do you think will happen if the FCT minister comes down, holds a mic, and campaign during the local government election? What do you think will happen? Or during the area council election? People will, because of him, and vote for any choice candidate he asks them to vote. That's just the implication of all this.
Based off of the evidence.
Yes, based on his... Don't forget, he has a proven record of performing. He has been a performer from the time of him being the local government chairman. When you talk of performance, you can't take it away from him. Look at what he did in Rivers State. Flyover everywhere, good roads everywhere. The good roads we enjoy today in Rivers State was orchestrated by him. Even the ongoing ring road project, the design, the source of funds, everything concluded by his administration. Even the suspended governor confirmed that himself. All that were concluded by the administration of Chief Nyesom Wike when he was here in Rivers State. Even the source of funds was concluded by him. But he didn't want to, begin the project because of time, exigencies of time. So he left it for the incoming. And I remember during the campaign of the incoming then, the FCT minister told the world that the incoming governor doesn't have much to do again. That with the ring road project, his second tenure is secured. So he explained during that campaign how Rivers State government went about the funds and how much they have given to Julius Berger on the project. And look at what's happening. The project is gigantic. You can't find any such within the shores of Nigeria.